Hey, what if one of America's greatest frontiersmen didn't just face bears and Shawnee warriors? What if Daniel Boone also claimed he ran into something that sounds a lot like Bigfoot and maybe even the Ozark Howler? Let's talk about the strange creatures allegedly linked to Boone. In Kentucky folklore, there's a story that late in life, Boone told about killing a massive, hairy creature he supposedly called a Yahoo. The tale goes something like this. Boone and one of his sons were out when they encountered a pale, yellowish-haired giant, roughly 10 to 10.5 feet tall, with huge hands and feet and a heavy build. In the version that survives, Boone shot and killed it. The name Yahoo comes from Jonathan Swift's Gulliver's Travels, one of Boone's favorite books. His hunting party even named a creek after a place in that book, Lou Brood Creek, after joking about killing Brobdingnags. The details we have come mostly from later recollections, especially letters written decades after Boone's death. Folklorists note that the original account described a giant, and the specific Yahoo label became more attached later. Still, the description, tall, hairy, human-like, has made a lot of people wonder if this is one of the earliest recorded Bigfoot-type encounters in Kentucky. Around the same mountains, you'll also hear older oral stories of Yahos or similar wild, hairy beings living in caves and remote hollows. Different versions, same eerie feeling that the Kentucky woods held more than just bears and deer. When Boone later moved west into Missouri, another legend followed him. Some accounts claim he encountered or at least warned settlers about what later became known as the Ozark Howler. Descriptions vary, but the creature is usually said to be large and dark, sometimes bear-like or cat-like, with shaggy fur, glowing eyes, and occasionally horns. Its most famous trait is that unforgettable cry, a mix of wolf howl, elk bugle, and something almost human. One version circulating in folklore has Boone writing about a black, swarthy creature with horns that made a terrible howling at night, urging settlers to be warned. Other tellings say he fired on one or even killed one near the end of his life. Whether these stories grew from a real sighting, a misidentified animal, or frontier storytelling, the howler still lives in Ozark lore today, especially in southern Missouri and northern Arkansas. So we have a Kentucky giant, sometimes called a Yahoo, Mountain Yahoo tales, and later Ozark Howler stories, all tied, at least in legend, to the same man. Boone spent most of his life in the deep woods. He knew animals better than almost anyone of his time. That makes these accounts especially intriguing, even if the historical paper trail is thin and secondhand. It's worth remembering that Daniel Boone was also known for spinning a good yarn. Frontiersmen love tall tales around the fire, and Boone was no exception. Still, the woods of Kentucky and the Ozarks are full of shadows and strange sounds. Kentucky is still a hotbed of Bigfoot sightings and strange folklore today. Whether Boone truly met something extraordinary or simply gave us memorable stories that grew into legend, the curiosity remains. What do you think was out there with him? Drop your thoughts below. And if you've ever heard something unexplained in the woods, you're not alone. Stay curious.